So let's dive into this really simple but powerful story. It's called The Harvest of Daily Habits. And believe me, it holds a key to understanding how your entire future gets shaped one tiny day at a time.
Okay, so let's kick things off with a pretty big question. One that I think we all wonder about. How do all those small, almost forgotten choices we make every day, how do they end up defining who we become? Well, we're going to find the answer inside a simple story.
At the very heart of this whole idea is a tale of two seeds. Now, on the surface, it seems almost childishly simple, but the lesson it holds, well, that's incredibly profound. All right, so picture this. It all kicks off with a young boy who gets this idea from his teacher, a Mr. Harris, to try a little experiment. All he needs are two identical seeds and two empty pots. And that, right there, is where our journey begins. So what does he do? He plants one seed in each pot. Now, these seeds are identical. They have the exact same potential to start, but their futures, well, they're going to be decided by two totally different approaches. Pot number one is going to get daily care. Pot number two is going to face total neglect. Okay, so for that first pot, the routine couldn't be simpler. Just a little bit of water every single day. That's it. See, it wasn't about some huge grand gesture. It was all about that small, steady, daily commitment. And what about the second pot? Well, its routine was no routine at all, really. It was all about inaction. Days get skipped. It gets zero water. It literally becomes a perfect picture of neglect. The effort needed was nothing, and that's exactly what it got. You know, when you've got two paths that are so different, the outcome is pretty much a foregone conclusion, right? The result itself isn't going to shock you. But man, seeing it laid out this clearly really makes the lesson sink in. And here we go, the first pot, the one that got that little daily dose of water, it just flourished. I mean, it grew into something vibrant, something strong, a real achievement, right? And it wasn't born from one big action, but from all those tiny ones added up together. And the other one? Yeah, just like you'd guess, it became what the story calls a dry life. Just a barren pot, totally empty of all that potential it had at the start. And why? All because of those skipped days, that simple lack of consistent care. Okay, so obviously this story was never really about gardening, right? It's a parable. And now is when we get to the good stuff, unpacking what it all really means. So this is the big question we've got to ask to really get it. What do these things, the seeds, the water, what happened in the end, what do they actually represent in our own lives? All right, here's the decoder ring for the whole parable. The seeds, those are your thoughts. The goals, the ideas you plant in your own mind. The watering, that's your daily habits. And the harvest, well, that's your future. It's the direct result of what you choose to nurture every single day. And this right here is the absolute key. Your daily habits are basically the engine that drives your future. They're all those tiny little efforts or neglects that feel like nothing in the moment, but just like compound interest, they build and build over time to create these massive results. And that can be for the better or for the worse. Okay, so let's bring this home. Let's apply this whole lesson directly to you. Because this isn't just some nice story. It's a real framework you can use to think about your own daily harvest. So just for a second, pause and really ask yourself, what seeds are you planting right now in your own mind? What are those core thoughts, those big ideas, those goals that really matter to you? Because that's what it comes down to. Your thoughts are the seeds. They are the absolute starting point for everything else that happens. They're like the blueprint for the person you're becoming.
And look, we all have our own pots that we're trying to take care of, right? Think about it. Your career, that's a pot. Your health, your relationships, the skills you're trying to build, each one is its own pot. And every single one needs its own kind of daily watering. Maybe it's reading one article a day for your career, or just getting in a 15-minute walk for your health.
The whole idea is summed up perfectly in this one line from the story. It says, "Small, regular efforts grow into big achievements, while skipping days leads to a dry life." It doesn't get clearer than that. It's a straight-up law of cause and effect. What you get in the end is just a reflection of what you put in every day. And that brings us to the final and maybe most important question. Knowing all this, knowing that your future is literally the harvest of your daily habits, what are you going to water tomorrow? The choice, and ultimately the harvest, that's all up to you.